Yes, that piece of music is called Feeding the Ducks. Feeding the Ducks. And today we're going to feed you some great techniques to make your life easier. If you present, if you sell, if you speak, any sort of engagement, we're here to help. And you got to realize that in this day and age right now, the world never will be slower than it is today. Everything speeds up, everything gets faster, everything gets faster. So how do you handle that? How do you handle these interruptions, the life misconceptions, even little tiny things? I'm gonna give you 3 quick things that you can do in your head to make it easier to deal with things you don't expect. And there's 3 levels of it, because there's different things that'll spin you out in different ways. But this is a way just to take in life and go, okay, that's all right. We're going to make it through this. And the first level, I was in Los Angeles. The first 2 levels, same situation. I was in Los Angeles, and up ahead of me on the freeway, a car stopped. Now, most people would freak out at that, and I would have too. But I've kind of trained myself on these 3 levels. And the first level, very simple. I just look at that and go, whoa, that's very unique. Anything strange that happens, that phrase, that's very unique. I took that from a friend of mine that I've known for years, who every time something odd happens, that's very unique. And I just loved it, and I adapted, because that's what it is. It's like, wow, that's interesting. You know, Jim Rohn's version of it, isn't that interesting? That's very unique. Then the same trip, the guy stopped on the freeway up ahead of me. Then he backed up to take the exit that he just missed. Level 2. Of all the choices that guy had, that's the one that made him go, yeah, all right, I could do this. And it makes me feel better about myself when I put it in that perspective. Of all the choices he had, that's the one that made him go, yeah, woo. All right. Now, level 3, a little tougher scenario. I'm walking through San Francisco, and out of nowhere, a guy hops up, crazy looking guy, jumps in my face right here, and he looks at me and goes, "Are you Janet Jackson?" Isn't that interesting? That's very unique. Of all the choices this guy had, this is the one that made him go, yeah, I got to do this right now. And he's this close. And I don't know what this person is. I don't know what to do, but I know I don't want to be in this situation. So step 3, what would a minion do? Because minions always roll with every punch they get. They come out laughing. Things are okay. The world is a better place. And I had to think for a second. So I took, isn't that interesting? That's very unique. Of all the things he thought he could do, that's the one that made him go, yes. What would a minion do? Enough time for me to ground myself and say, I get that all the time. I'm taller than her. And the guy backed up, looked me up and down, and said, I see that now. And off he went. What would a minion do? Minions always have fun. They never, ever get in altercations, and they come out of it smelling like a rose. And that's what you want to do. Because here's what this is all about, is reframing what we see. And when you reframe what you see, then you can take the blame out of it. Because where there's no blame, there's no negativity, and there's no arguments involved there. So remove the blame. And here's a final tip. This is a 4th tip. Oh my God, I'm giving you so much on Tech Tuesday. 4th tip for this thing: take people out of the past and move them into the future. Because blame happens when you stick in the past and we try and figure out whose fault it is. The solution is always in the future. And I'll guarantee you that no one here has ever had anything go wrong in the future. I'll wait. No hands? Okay. Well, it's a video anyway. But if you have questions or comments, put it in the chat. I'll get to it. I'll get back to you right there. But your 3 things today. Number 1, that's very unique. Number 2, oh my gosh, of all the things that person could have done, that's the one they thought was the perfect thing for that situation. And number 3, what would a minion do? Because minions always roll out of everything smelling like a rose. That's it for today. I will see you tomorrow, and we'll get you guests coming on one of these things pretty soon here. All right. Have a great one. Take care. I'm going to play some music on the way out. This is called Feed the Ducks. Feed some more ducks. Let's take us out of here. Little logo.